What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another double take review. This time around, we are reviewing Killzone Shadow Fall for the PlayStation 4. This was released November 15th for the PS4. It is a follow-up to Killzone 3. And if you don't know what the game's about, here's just a little brief story. Killzone Shadow Fall is set in the near future, 30 years after the events of Killzone 3. The world is a very different place. Two rival factions known as the Helghast and the Vektans live side by side in a futuristic city divided by a vast wall. Tensions are high, and the Cold War they are embroiled in is about to go hot. In the midst of all this stands a Shadow Marshal, the most special of special forces tasked with maintaining the delicate balance. From responding to bold attacks to quiet infiltrations or all-out combat, you will be required to adapt and think on your feet as you have to face a variety of escalating events that could destroy your home world. Now, this story is something different in the Killzone series. Most of the times, when it came down to Killzone, you were playing a single soldier with a vast army at your side, fighting either on Helgen or, it was the Vektan attack and so on and so forth, back and forth, Killzone 1, 2, and 3. Killzone 3 was probably the favorite of mine in the series. The graphics were amazing, voice acting was stupendous, and just the overall scale of the game was something that wasn't seen at the time. And it really hit home with me. I was like, man, this game is awesome. There was these snow, these Arctic missions to where you're all out in the snow and so on and so forth. It was just awesome, dude. It was unbelievable. The game was amazing. And bringing something to the plate for a next generation console, it's going to be hard, especially something that is this far into the future. You play as a Shadow Marshal named Lucas Kellen. His, no spoilers meant, but his father is killed at the beginning of the game. And a Shadow Marshal named Thomas Sinclair takes you in as his own and raises you as a Shadow Marshal. But Lucas doesn't really want the war that Sinclair wants. He wants everybody to live in peace. They both live on the same planet. They're forced on the same planet. And Kellen kind of wants everybody to get along. Sinclair is more or less like the old school ISA guy that's kind of like, kill the Helghast and we'll save our people. But along the game, you meet a character named Echo, who is actually a half-breed Helghast. So it's kind of crazy. Like she's half Vektan, half Helghast, and her mother is Visari, which is actually the daughter to Chancellor Visari from Killzone, from the original Killzone series. But you take on another guy named Tyrion, and all these other people. But the fact of the matter is, the story, we can talk about that real quick. The story is different. The story is different. You work from different angles, and there's a lot of times that I felt that they could have written a few things a little better. It's kind of like, they had this, like, rogue guy that was just out of nowhere. His dad got killed and he turned into this, like, super soldier. It's kind of, how do I say it, a cliche, but at the same time, it's really awesome. You end up working with Echo to try and get both sides to just chill out and live together. But then you have Thomas Sinclair, and Thomas Sinclair is a wonderful character, and he really pushes the story aspect of a Vecta that doesn't have any type of Helghast influence at all. So, anyways, the story is definitely good, but I can't say it's as good as games from the past, because games from the past you always looked at the Helghast as the bad type of badass dudes that didn't give a shit about anybody else but themselves and blah 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 blah. But at the same time, you understand where they're coming from because they've been screwed over so much because they used to be human, but their species kind of mutated in the long run. Anyways, graphics are outstanding. The graphics of the game are unbelievable. They're breathtaking, man. They are awesome. If you do not have a PlayStation 4, if you're planning on getting the PlayStation 4 for the holiday season, definitely pick up Killzone Shadow Fall. It is one of those games that you can kind of say it's more or less like a tech demo to show you what the PlayStation 4 can do, because the lighting effects, you can see like when you mess with electronics, or like if you shoot a barrel that blows up and it messes with like a switchboard and all this other stuff, you can actually see the sparks shooting out of it and bouncing off of the ground and like each one of those little sparks has its own lighting, and it's just it's unbelievable, man. It's so crazy. But it's hard to just keep on saying it, but I can't explain it. If you haven't seen the game, look at the game right now in the gameplay video or footage that I'm showing. It's really awesome. Also, the audio and voice acting is great. The music's great. The voice acting is great. It seems like a lot of these games nowadays are really pushing the whole surround sound aspect, though. There's a lot of times in the game that if you don't turn towards the character, you can't hear what they're saying. And I guess it's kind of just pushing into that entertainment aspect of everyone needs a surround sound system, which I had one before, but I got rid of it because of the small apartment we have now. But anyway, so we, with that being said, we can start talking about multiplayer. The multiplayer is awesome. The multiplayer is 10 times better than what it was in Killzone 3. You have war zones, which have the new customizable war zone features and blah 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 blah. You have like the 24 multiplayer online. You could have like a team deathmatch, search and destroy, capture, whatever else. I can't even think of all the different aspects of it, but you can also customize your owl in online and all these other different things. Like right now I have mine as like an American flag, and it's got like this red, white, and blue and stuff. It's pretty cool. But the multiplayer is awesome, man. It's really good, and it's definitely something you can sit there and say that if you've never played high-end PC gaming and you jump directly from a PlayStation 3 into playing something like this, you are going to be stunned. You're going to be unbelievably stunned because the gameplay is so fast-paced at full-on 60 frames per second. It's just sometimes it's kind of hard to realize that this is actual gameplay that you're playing and not a full-on cutscene. So the multiplayer is great. The only problem that I have with this game is the fact that there are a few times, and this is just a few, there are a few times that the game kind of glitches and freezes up. And this only happened right after I got the title, and it could have been the PlayStation 3 at the time, or the PlayStation 4 at the time. But there was a few times that it kind of slowed down on frame rate, and then it froze, and then it unfroze. There was only one time that it froze, and I had to restart my system. But it could have been a system problem, so I can't sit there and directly judge the game on that. But overall, it's a wonderful experience, and I'm actually, because of that, I now am the proud owner of a PlayStation Vita again, and I'm playing Killzone Mercenaries right now at this time, and I'll be doing a review for that as well. But the game itself is just fantastic. The story isn't the best in the series, but it is definitely something you need to try out. For a launch title, this is unbelievable. I will be giving this a 8 out of 10. The reason why I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 is because the lagging problems, and also the somewhat lackluster story. Other than that, it is a fantastic game. You really need to, I really think that this is a buy, a definite buy, because once you get done with the somewhat good story missions, you can jump right online, start playing online, start sharing some of those videos and playing with your friends. So make sure to check out our site, secondopinionpod.com. Also, check us out on Twitch TV. That's Twitch TV /Second Opinion Podcast. We're having a lot of live streams and so on and so forth over there. But make sure to check back soon for the review of The Wolf Within. Also, the review of Resogun and Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for your chance to win a PlayStation 4 on February 16th. Peace.